All right, guys, today is the 18th of April, Saturday. I am doing phenomenally well. Um, After I made that video yesterday, I went and sat in, continued to sit in the creek for a little while, just letting everything run through me. I didn't want to carry anything out of that creek that I wasn't supposed to carry. And so I sat there, I let the creek take it away, and yeah, just constantly renewing. Like I said, there's been times during the day when I've been a new man 5, 6, 7, 8 times during that day. You guys are witnessing this right now through these videos. This is why I'm making these videos, is to put a fully authenticated, truthful portrayal of someone's journey and what this involves. Like I said, if I could, I would have a camera following me 24/7 that reads my mind and can see through my eyes. So that way you guys can see, because there's so many different nuances. I don't know if it is possible or not to be able to verbalize everything that one goes through on a moment-to-moment basis, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually in this journey. You are constantly being, as you're going around this thing, you're growing. Well, you're getting to the root. You're getting to the root, but at the same time, you're growing. And so, again, this whole journey is about humbling yourself, but standing in your authority. Sticking to the truth, but understanding that that truth is going to change depending on your perspective, and that perspective is going to change as new truths are brought to you, and you have the choice of changing trajectory or staying married to the old foundations, the old belief systems. The reason we're in so much shit we see around us today is because everybody's married to old belief systems, old indoctrinations, old programs. And the reason we get married to them is because they become comfortable, because once we put something out there that we think this way or believe this way, then the world stamps us, okay? The world stamps you, okay? Put them in this box. And then next time you come out, if you're saying something different, they're going to say, whoa, wait a minute. No. You said this now. You said this. There is no grace and no mercy to change in this world. You have to go through the proper paperwork, you have to submit the proper forms, the proper changes of ownership and everything in order to move from this box to this box and get everybody's permission, right? Just move from this type of slavery into this type of slavery. So if you aren't willing to open yourself up to the paradoxical nature of whatever this travel is that we're doing right now, to the reclamation of our birthright and our innate abilities, capabilities, and rights as an eternal soul occupying the most advanced biological system on this earth, you are going to fall under the subservience and deification and give up all your authority and put yourself down and put yourself less than and expect answers and salvation from everything outside of you. Period. That's just the way it is. So I let everything go yesterday. It was amazing. As soon as I got out of the water, my stomach started and then so, because that tightness, that when I had that boa constrictor around, and then I went through my, what is it called? Exorcism. Went through my exorcism. Now, what is this, 3 days out from my exorcism? It's 3 days out from my exorcism. And I've been able to reintegrate, because see, that's on an energetic level. So I have to allow the body to catch up to that new man, that new system, the new 4-minute mile that just been set for this whole integration, this whole holistic system, that I set the bar high, right, with the spiritual, and then my physical had to come up, which it's doing now. I'm not at one, I'm not there, but look, I mean, you can see the difference between today and yesterday. It's pretty damn obvious. And so the physical has to catch up, the mental has to catch up, the emotional has to catch up, and then one of them's going to shoot up, and then boom, 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 and that's just how this journey goes. And you are constantly having to reface. You are not facing things and then going, oh, thank God that's over, I'll never have to visit that one again. We are having to reface these things over and over and over and over and over and over. And from my experience, every time I've gone back and refaced, it has drove me deeper into humbleness with this gentle kind of surety, and it strengthens my damn foundation so strong. My foundation has become so strong, it is unshakable. Nothing can shake it. I know who I am. I know the foundation that I stand on, and I do not waver. I do not compromise. And that's how we need to be. Because the reason we're in the shit we're in is because everybody compromising. Everybody building their house on the foundation of sand from the bullshit traditions from their parents and their parents and their parents, and who were all slaves. And then the bullshit traditions of the religion that was built just to enclose and enslave them into this system of giving up their authority. Guys, this takes a rare type of courage. This takes a rare type of dedication to truth and authenticity, an unwavering, unrelenting. In a faith in yourself. Faith is the belief in things unseen, right? Oh, everybody has faith in everything. They got faith in government, faith in religion, faith in this God, faith in that God, faith in this is going to happen, faith in that's going to happen, faith in Jesus is going to return, faith that the government's going to take care of them, faith that the Democrats are going to save us from the Republicans, faith in... You got to have faith in yourself. You have to become the person that you can trust. You have to. There's no other way. You can gain all this knowledge. You can learn all the different religions. You can learn all the different eschatologies. You can learn all the different philosophies. You can learn all the different cultures. You can learn all the different social structures. You can learn all the fake history. You can learn all of this shit. It doesn't matter. Great. You're a great rememberer of bullshit. Where's your heart at? Where's your emotional self to be able to deal with shit when you're in the shit? How full packed is your gut of 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 20 years, 30 years of eating animal flesh? Dead, carcinogenic animal flesh. And all that processed, fake, poisonous chemical bullshit that you've stuffed in your face. When have you ever completely cleaned your system out? How do you even know what that feels like? Do you know what it feels like to be on a 48-hour fast like I am right now, after 3-day fast, after a 2-day fast, after a 2-day fast, after a 2-day fast? Going through exorcisms, clearing out my body, clearing out my mind, clearing out my heart, clearing out my emotional self, clearing out my spirit, cleaning everything out. Getting right down to the root of it all and building that foundation, burning it all to the ground and building that foundation out of my own experimentation and observations and led by spirit. Because once you do that, once you get that deep and you're this cleaned out, as I am right now in my physical body, it unlocks everything. And then having that spiritual exorcism of these demons, these entities, all this shit that's been sucking me dry for the past 45 years, to be this cleaned out in this much clarity, this much alignment, It's possible, guys. I'm just a living testament to all this. I literally didn't do videos for a year, and then all of a sudden, my own journey said, Richard, boom, boom, boom. Remember, I first video back, so it was like hitting my head against the wall. It was time for me to make a video. I didn't know why. I was just like, okay, because this whole thing has been a trust fall. There's been so much I've tried filling you guys in. There's so much. I mean, day to day, over and over. I mean, you guys are just seeing it. And this, you guys aren't even seeing everything I'm going through just in the past week since I've started making videos again. The shit the transitions, the belief system changes, the tearing off, the shedding of the skin. Because it's all masks. It's all chains. It's all hiding our authentic and covering up this authentic self that's just wanting to bust out. The truth. The truth. And so I have this all, I mean, this is how mind-blowing this is, guys. I'm telling you, this life is magical. When you get to this point in your journey, life is just, I mean, I've been saying it for months and months. I've been telling my kids, I've been telling them for months and months and months. And it's just like, again, paradoxical. It's like, dude, you still got issues. You still have health issues. You still, you can't even verbalize shit straight. You seem like your brain fog is going pretty good. You have this huge anxiety. You've been having these heart palpitations. Who are you to say, right? And I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I get up from the creek. I come home, my stomach, I'm like, wow, man. And I was doing backwards walking. Again, like I don't even tell you, these are little things that I do. It's just little thing. I'm constantly, my life has nothing to do with anything outside of me other than what is absolutely necessary. The only people that call me are 800 numbers, for God's sake, for years now. I don't text, I don't call, I don't have any communication with anybody or anything outside of me any more than I absolutely have to. That's how important this journey is to me. That's how important I am to me. That's how important you need to be to you. Because otherwise you're downgrading yourself. Otherwise you're putting yourself below. Otherwise you are not living in spirit. You are not living in alignment with your soul. It is impossible to do if you are constantly worshiping. Worship is the culmination of your time, energy, and attention in a day. And if you're spending most of your time, energy, and attention in a day worshiping your coworkers, worshiping your work, worshiping your money, worshiping your bills, worshiping your entertainment, worshiping your food, your poison, right? Your goyim glop, your cattle slop, because that's what they have us doing. We're just cattle. They just herd you guys. Everything that comes down the pike, they already know problem, reaction, solution. They're like, time to move the cattle over here into this pen, into this belief pen. Oh, move them over here into this fear-mongering pen. Oh, move them over here. We're going to brand them all with this now. Oh, we're going to get them all hooked on this now for their good, right? That's what you're going to do. You might not do it willingly, but you're going to go begrudgingly. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm an authentic soul. We're so much more preaching to all the cattle around you, looking, going, Murr, just eat the slop and shut up, George. Just shut up, George. Just keep on moving, man. Murr, murr. That's all we're here for. We're born and bred to be slaughtered. Take it while you can get it, George. So I get out of that and I'm on my way home. My stomach tightness gone. I'm walking backwards. I'm doing backwards walking. I get home and things just started getting better. my body was releasing, like the tension was just releasing. I don't know. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't do any fascia training. I wasn't doing anything. I had done yoga earlier that morning before making that video and going out there in the creek. I did my fascia training earlier that morning. But I literally came home after you guys saw me in that video. I looked pretty good. You know, I was doing much better. But still dealing with the brain fog, you know, still dealing with the drainage of the body system, still had a lot of tightness, still had this and that. I literally got home last night, guys, or after getting out of the river, after walking backwards, everything started getting better. And I can't give you the timeline. Like I said, there's just like 50 different things, and every single one of them mattered, because every single one of them, you start to say, okay, well, I'm going to do this now. And then it's like spirit, your soul throws this out there and says, and it's just real quick, and it's real quick. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I need to do this. And then the thinking mind goes, oh, do I need to do this or do I need to do this? And then, oh my God, then you'll find yourself in fucking, what do they call that? Purgatory. Well, let's sit in purgatory before we figure out how to get to hell again. No, so you just got to go with it. You got to be willing to give up any plans. That's why I can't plan. I can't plan a fucking thing, because it takes me completely out of this trust fall. Because who plans? The person that plans is the person from that moment in time. And that person is constantly getting that. If you are dedicated like I am to this journey, you are constantly shedding the skin. And that person that planned yesterday, that might have been 12 different skins ago from 24 hours later. That's how it is for me. For the different perspectives, the opening up, the honesty, the trajectory changes, the belief systems, you know, clearing and allowing the truth to override that bullshit. It's all of it. This is everything you do matters. Everything you think matters. Everything you feel matters. It all matters, but you got to have grace on yourself. You can't go, oh, I shouldn't be thinking like this. Oh, I'm getting so angry at him. Oh, this, and constantly be coming down on yourself. You become the observer, while at the same time accepting the fact that you're the thing being observed. It's a full embodiment. It's so fucking weird. It's all paradoxical. None of it makes sense to this. It just has to be allowed and integrated, and you just have to trust it. And it gives you anxiety, and it gives you all these issues, gives you all these problems, but you have to know who you are. And it appears to me that we all have this ability, that we can transmute these energies. So what we're doing is, in as we go around and we spin around and we get stronger and deeper and we build that foundation, we're burning these things to the ground that we've been clinging to for comfort, safety, and salvation. It all just solidifies. And it solidifies so strong because it burns all the superfluous shit. And the only thing left standing is you. And your divinity. And your knowing that you're connected to the divine. And the divine runs through us. And that we're here for a purpose. That we do have a purpose. And that this is a gift. So I got home. I was powerful, man, powerful. This shit is so fucking powerful. Guys, you start unlocking, you get this deep, you do this, and it pays off so exponentially, you can't even grasp. You can't even grasp it. So I got home. I did I do my ceremony first? I can't even remember. But I did 2 ceremonies last night. I'll show you guys everything I did. I did 2 ceremonies last night, two of my ceremonies, separate times. In between, out of nowhere, I wrote up this, what I've been trying to do, something like this for one video. This took me about 10, 15 minutes to do. It just flowed right out of me. I got all this set up for another, these are all different videos. I got this set up. That's probably I got one other video I'm gonna do, then I'm gonna do this one probably, then this one. And that was all last night, or all last night and this morning. And I did class this morning. I had an hour and a half long class this morning. I'm telling you, I am putting my shit out there. That this is, I don't even know how long I made YouTube videos for, maybe 4 years, 5 years, however long it's been. Since day one of when I was at the turning point of ending everything or committing myself to be taken care of. Because I was unable, I was done. I had ran this system straight into the ground. It was done. It was done. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, just done. But there was that spark of spirit that drove that spark of inspiration into my brain that said, wait a minute, you can't go out like this, you motherfucker. You are not going out like this as a fucking crazy fucking alcoholic with everybody lying and creating all these stories behind your back of who you truly are. And so for the past 5 fucking years, I've dug myself out of this goddamn hell. I've risen. I've burned all this shit to the ground, all this bullshit to the ground to see what was left. And the only thing left was me and the truth and my authenticity. That is it. And that's the only thing that's going to be left when you do the same. But anyways, this is just a testament. This is my testament. This is my testament to what it is to be an eternal, all-knowing, all-powerful soul connected to everything on that level of existence, occupying the most advanced biological system on this earth, connected to everything biologically. Anything you do that gives up your authority over yourself and compromises your truth and your authenticity, you have now complied to being a servant, a slave, cattle, chattel, whatever you want to call it. And you are at the whim of these systems that were set in place for the purpose of you not reclaiming your birthright. I'm looking forward to this, guys. I'm glad you're here. Guys, one of the biggest lessons coming, and I've told my son and my niece this over and over and over again, because I had to realize this very quickly, was you cannot save people. You cannot save people. You got to get that savior complex out of your fucking mind. Yeah, oh, I got a big heart, I just want to save people. That is probably one of the biggest things that is going to shoot yourself. You're going to just constantly dance, bitch, dance, and then you hit your foot, and you're going to do that constantly. You're going to be doing the dance that gets you nowhere. You have to take responsibility. That's what this whole life is about, taking responsibility for yourself, not for him, not for her, not for them, not for they, nobody outside of you except for yourself, except for if you have kids. Now, when you have kids, especially small kids that live with you, if you have older kids that are out of the house, They're grown. You can't, they're already sold out to the system just like you were, just like you may still be. To sit there and run after a grown-up child is a fool's errand. You can't do it. They're tuned out. If you have young children living at home with you that you're responsible for, or that you have partial custody for, this, then, you know, it makes it more difficult, but you put yourself in that position. I put myself in that position. I know how that feels. You know how that feels if you're in that position. And we're either making excuses, which our children feel every single bit of it, or we're going to show our kids how this shit's done. We're going to inspire our kids. We're going to be the parent that our kids deserve, because we only rent our kids for a small amount of time. And it's our responsibility. If we brought life into this world, it's our responsibility to make sure that we do what we can for them, to set them up for their opportunity to recognize and see if they want to accept and break free and reclaim their birthright, or if they want to continue down the road of slavery and chattel and lemmings going off the cliff. It's up to them. It's up to each one of us. We can't control anybody else. Get out of the save your mind complex. Save yourself. If you can't, everything you say to anybody else, they don't give a fuck. They're like, you still working a job, motherfucker? You still living in a house, motherfucker? You still fucking got a TV, motherfucker? You still got a phone, motherfucker? You still eating food, motherfucker? You still got, you know, wearing clothes, motherfucker? You still driving a car? They don't, their defenses kick in. And it doesn't come, it's a hive mind. It's a safety net. The reason we have the hive mind is because it's a safety net. That's where safety is. That's where comfortability. Anything outside of that is unsafe. It's uncomfortable, and danger, death. And the one thing that a cow is afraid of is death. Even though life sucks, death is worse. Why? I don't know. That's what they told us. So, yeah, man, let's get this going. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy for you guys all that are here. Again, I'm not looking, I hope that, you know, if this channel blows up, I'll for those of you that are here, for those of you who are sensitive, for those of you who are empaths, for those of you that are light workers, for those of you who know that all this shit's wrong, for those of you who just can't do it anymore, for those of you who are ready, you can do it. You guys got this. You can do it. You got to trust yourself. It's a trust fall. Every moment of it. This isn't a daily thing. This isn't a weekly thing. This is a moment by moment. Everything you do matters. Because you are an eternal soul inside of the most advanced physical being on this earth. How could you even justify that, it only matters what I do sometimes? You know how much power you have? You know how much power you control? Anyways, guys, I think I'm going, we'll see what's next for me, but my short-term trajectory is up to my altar, to my worship center. This is my worship center. No, hold on. That's my altar. This is my worship center. Okay? Get that wrong. But I'm going to do a meditation and then go from there. See what's next. Like I said, I'm about 46 hours fasted. I'll let you guys know. I think I've been doing like 2 weeks now of every other day eating, but I did have that 3-day fast in there too. So that's how that's been going. Yeah. Love you guys.